Hey everyone, Jeff here from Films at Home, and today we're getting into the world of Bruce Lee with his most famous movie, Enter the Dragon, on 4K Ultra HD. I'll be doing a full review, but there's one really important piece of this that you need to pay attention to if you're a serious Bruce Lee fan. Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel today for this review of Enter the Dragon on 4K Blu-ray. We're going to dive in and talk about the movie itself a little bit. We'll cover the video quality and the transfer. We'll talk about the audio quality, packaging, special features, and one really important note that you need to pay attention to if you want the best possible release of this movie, because this may not be it. So really quickly on the movie itself, Enter the Dragon, it was Bruce Lee's last film. He choreographed the fight scenes. It's maybe his most famous film, even though it is his last. It sort of is his send-off. His legacy is Enter the Dragon. It is 1970s cinema at its best. They just don't make movies like this anymore with the cinematography and the amazing fight choreography. It's such a visually interesting movie as well. And it really took, martial arts. This may be like the martial arts. I would say it's on the Mount Rushmore of martial arts. Maybe the best martial arts movie that's ever been made. Jackie Chan doesn't exist without movies like this. It catapulted the genre, which had been growing in popularity for sure. Bruce Lee was a household name with Enter the Dragon, but man, it took it to the next level, and you saw a lot of copies, movies influenced by it in the 70s, 80s, into the 90s, and even to today. So the movie's presented here in 4K for the first time globally from Warner Brothers, and it honestly looks fantastic. Now, like I said, I have the Blu-ray, which is a pretty good looking Blu-ray. No complaints about that if you still want to keep it, but this 4K release really makes this movie look like it was shot in the last 10 years at some points. Like, this gave me, it's from roughly the same time period as Jaws, and, of course, just like Jaws and movies from the 70s, there's going to be certain scenes that are a little bit softer, that didn't hold up well, that no amount of remastering is going to fix. But then there are some scenes that are just so sharp. They're so clean. And then the color here with 4K really takes it to another level. HDR makes this thing pop and really makes it more lifelike. Like, there's a lot more depth. It looks much more like a film. The Blu-ray could look a little bit flat at times, and you've got really nice grain structure. They haven't scrubbed this down. Like I said, where it's soft, it's gonna be soft, and they don't try to clean that up. It's very authentic looking, and I believe they're showing this remaster in theaters, and it should look fantastic. If it looks anywhere nearly as good in theaters as it did here on the 4K disc in my home theater, then all of you who have a chance to see it are gonna have an excellent time, because I say this a lot, but this is why I just don't think 8K discs make any sense. This is as good as this movie could ever look. I can't imagine this movie looking any better. It's been cleaned up and restored and recolor graded, and it's the pinnacle of Enter the Dragon. You can't get better than this right now. Luckily, as great as the visuals are, the audio with Dolby Atmos is also really good. Now, most of it, like a movie of this age should be, is front heavy. They weren't making movies in the 70s and thinking about surround sound and big sound mixes and theaters with 100 speakers and IMAX and all that stuff. Dolby Atmos was certainly not on their mind. So when they take these older movies, it can go one of two ways. It can be like a totally revisionist Atmos track, which I don't love, and a lot of people will then default back to like stereo mono tracks, or you can do what they did here. And I give Warner Brothers credit. The Atmos track here is really well done. You're not going to be getting a ton of use out of heights. If you have 12, 13, 14, 15 speakers, are they all going to be cranking like they would with some modern movie? No. Going to be pretty front heavy. There is some nice surround. The music is balanced really nicely. Dialogue is nice and clear in those front channels, and it's balanced well because of that Atmos mix, allowing everything else to kind of spread its way around your home theater. So if you have an opportunity to listen to it with the Dolby Atmos track, I think that this is going to be the best version. Previously on the Blu-ray, you had a Dolby Digital 5.1, so not even a lossless audio track. So this really is quite the upgrade, not only going from a 5.1 lossy to like a 5.1 or 7.1 lossless true HD. They went all the way up to Atmos, and I really give them credit for doing that because it probably didn't need it, but I imagine that there would be complaints if it didn't have it. So I'm very excited about this with the Atmos. If you have a 7.1 system, if you can only do like Dolby True HD 7.1, you're still gonna have a really, really good experience. And this is by far the best the movie's ever sounded. That Dolby Digital 5.1 was fine, but this takes it to another level. Now for the packaging and special features, this is where things get interesting and you need to be really, really careful and do your due diligence, which I'm gonna do for you here in the video if you wanna buy this on 4K. What I have the standard 4K edition, the Warner Brothers 100th anniversary slipcover, which I do like for older movies like this. This artwork on the front's pretty nice, same on the inside, and then opening it up, all you've got is a 4K disc. There's no Blu-ray disc here included. You do get a digital code which should redeem in 4K. However, for special features on this, while you do get both the theatrical and special edition cuts, which are 99 minutes and 102 minutes, special edition's 3 minutes longer, you get both cuts. But other than that, you get a commentary by Paul Hiller and Michael Allen, and then you get an introduction by Linda Lee Caldwell, who was Bruce Lee's wife. That's all that's on this disc. However, if we go back to the Blu-ray disc, just the standard Blu-ray, this includes the commentary. This includes a vintage featurette on Hong Kong in location setting. It has an interview gallery. It has backyard workout with Bruce, vintage home videos. It has theatrical trailers and TV spots. And it has 3 documentaries: Blood and Steel, The Making of Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee, The Curse of the Dragon, and Bruce Lee in his own words. 3 documentaries, additional featurettes, home videos of Bruce Lee, none of which is on this disc. Now, this has become a trend with Warner Brothers. They've been stripping special features off of these discs, and I don't like it. Evil Dead Rise didn't even have a single special feature, so that's disappointing. But they have made it available if you do want these features and you want to upgrade to 4K. What you have to go do is find the limited collector's edition of Enter the Dragon. If you get the limited collector's edition, it includes an additional disc which has those documentaries and special features. So that's the one you're going to want to buy if you're a big Bruce Lee fan, if you're a big collector, if you want the most definitive release. It is not this one. It is the limited edition collector's set. So I do recommend it from an AV perspective. And if that's what you mostly care about, great 4K visual, great Dolby Atmos audio, and you just want a slipcover simple edition, then you can get this. You can get it for a good price. It's going to have just very tiny amount of special features. But if you're more concerned about the movie itself and just being able to access movies and you're not concerned about special features, this is a good choice. If you want those features, get that collector's edition. It's a no-brainer for you guys who are super fans, and I will link both of them down in the description and in the pinned comment through Amazon links, which helps support my channel, but I'll give you both options so you can go find those. I would recommend either one of them from an AV perspective, but just make sure you're picking the right one if you're a big fan of Bruce Lee. So thanks for watching this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest from Films at Home, make sure you're subscribed here on the channel and like this video so we can spread the word about physical media. There's still great stuff like Enter the Dragon coming out and so many more that I have to cover. So let's spread the word, like this video. Let me know in the comments if you picked this one up. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can check out the links down in my description. There's a bunch of new links on YouTube on my channel page as well. And if you're on a TV, scan the little QR code here with your phone camera and that'll take you right to all of my different links, partner codes, all that good stuff. So appreciate all the support there. Hope to see you guys on social media, but I loved reviewing this. I loved revisiting it. Just make sure you buy the right version and you'll be very happy. So that's it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy out there, and I'll talk to you all soon.